Hello and welcome to the Guitarfingers Christmas Carols tutorial, and this one is Silent Night. So Silent Night has been arranged as a grade 3 type arrangement, so that means that we're going to be playing some bass and melody with fretted bass notes or fretted high notes. So just a little bit of a step up from grades 1 and 2, so we're heading to the intermediate areas. And we're just going to look at some interesting techniques we can have in the piece as well. We've got some harmonics. So if you've got the page open, page 1 for Silent Night, let's start. So the first thing we see straight away is that we have the key signature of D major. So that means within D major we have C sharps and F sharps. If you're not totally familiar with those notes, then the good thing to do now is just to find C sharp, which of course is next to C natural. There's C natural and C sharp. We're going to play some F sharps. Yes, there are high F sharps. So we've got fret 2. So we've got fret 1 for F and fret 2 for F sharp. And we're going to play F sharp on fret 4. Fret 4 of string 4. So we've got the D string and then fret 4. I'm using finger 3 because actually in this piece it'll be finger 3 that's playing that note and probably not finger 4, but we'll explore that as we move along the piece. So starting off we have Andante. So I've just made this walking pace. If you want to speed it up when you've learned to play it, that's great. And I've put MP as a dynamic mezzo piano, so just moderately loud, moderately quiet, sorry. So not too loud, just nice soft playing. So the best advice I can give you when starting a piece like this is to put finger 2 on your D, finger 1 on an A, and finger 3 on your F sharp there on string 4 before you start. It saves the fingers having to try to find the notes as we're playing, and it will give us a good solid start to the song. So I'll have my finger 2, 1 and 3 for those notes, and on my right hand I'm going to use A, M, I to play across these strings. So I get my D, I get my A with my middle finger, and my index finger, because it's a tail up, it's not what I call a bass note, it's a melody note. I'm going to play all the tails up with my fingers and then the bass notes with the tail stems down with my thumb. So just counting through, we get 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so that's the first bar. We've got this dotted crotchet. 1, 2 and 3. I'll play that again. 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So if I just stop there, that's our introduction. And as you can see from bar 2, we're just no dotted rhythms, although bar 3 we've got a beat, a dotted minim lasting 3 beats. So just playing through that again, just to get a feeling with the count. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. What I did there, just for kind of giving you the best advice I can give, you can always find your own fingerings if you wish, but the reason I've used middle finger for string 2A, index plays G, then middle finger plays the E, and the index finger plays the D, is because those were the fingerings that I used in the first bar. It's not the most optimum way, but what it does, it just means that I kind of keep this kind of A, M, I feeling for strings 2, 3 and 4, and then my finger 2. It might have been best to use the index finger for the A, middle for G, and that would allow my middle index finger to play 4. But it means just re-altering my fingering as I go along. So I haven't done that, and I've just accepted we've got some cross fingering. That takes us to the melody. We've got 2 A's, an A and a D, and then a B, and then an A, and then our friend F sharp on string 4, fret 4. Now we can see straight away that I have probably put that as looking like an open string for that B. So let's hear that as an open string. So we get a lot of ringing, kind of a little bit of a clashy feel to it, but that is part of the guitar anyway. But what we could do to alleviate that, if you wanted to, was to play the A with the D, and then fret 4 on string 3 for the B. And this means this time that we don't get that clashing sound. Now I like the clashing sound in the appropriate place, and in this song it's not too bad either, but it's totally up to you. So you could either lift finger 1, and then you get a lot of finger movements and hand movements and noise, but playing it with the B on fret 4 of string 3 means that now we can play. And if I start with my middle finger, it means that my fingers are aligning across the strings nicely when they cross over. We get a repeat of that in bars 6 and 7. Now we change our melody, so finger 2 for me now goes on C sharp, fret 2 there, of string 2. Okay, I'm just using I and M for the high notes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm holding finger 1 down as I change to the D chord, the D, A and D. And that meant that finger 1 there held all the way through those 3 bars at the end of that line. And I think that's quite a handy feature to think about as you're playing. If you can hold notes down, then do so. So let's just play those 4 bars again. 1, 2, 3. Takes me to the next one, and now I'm going to use in bar 12 finger 2 for low G, because as you can see I'm in what's called the second position, so my index finger is over fret 2, left hand 1, so now I'm going to put finger 2 on G instead of finger 3, and there's a good reason, because now I can transition to my low B using finger 1 fret 2 and D on fret 3 using finger 3, and it allows a lovely smooth transition. So I'm not having finger 3, so I'm playing a G, trying to jump all over the place. Let's play that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3. There's my C sharp, my dotted rhythms. 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, 1. Okay, we're back to that part, and I've used my B on fret 4 of string 3. There's a repeat of that now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. The next phrase, we've got high C sharp and E. 1, 2, 3. Hold finger 2 down and put finger 3 or 4 on high G, fret 3. 1, 2 and 3. And that's why finger 2 was held down, so that it means we can keep playing that note without having to lift it. Let's just have a look at that phrase again, part of that phrase. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's why you can see finger 1 and 3 we used for bar 22, and that allows just finger 2 to transition in bar 23. So playing that phrase again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we're back to our bar 23, which is the same as in the beginning. So we've got A, D, A and F sharp. 1, 2 and 3. Okay, then a new part. You could just play the A, G, E, D, but what I've done, I've put harmonics so we can see there's a string number and a fret number. I'm going to use my thumb for all the harmonics. So string 4, fret 7 gives me an A. String 3, fret 12 gives me the G. I get an E on string 5, fret 7, and then my D to finish off with, fret 12, string 4. So you quieten down here to allow the harmonics to come through later. 1, 2 and 3. Now our harmonics. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and you can just hold that as long as you like. So use the help notes underneath just to look again at what I've said in this tutorial to help you through, and good luck with Silent Night.